Now, when it comes to your weekly paychecks, those Monday paychecks, the majority of those paychecks are probably going to come from this bonus. We call it a Fast Start bonus. Fast Start bonuses are bonuses paid out on the product that comes within Executive Success Systems. So every single time a new distributor enrolls with an Executive Success System, it's going to trigger a series of Fast Start bonuses. Matter of fact, we're going to pay out $225 every time a new distributor enrolls with an Executive Success System. Your goal is to capture as much of that $225 as possible. Now, here's how this breaks down. As an active associate, you just got started, you're active, you're going to earn a $50 Fast Start bonus every time you personally sponsor somebody who gets an Executive Success System. When you get promoted to director, that $50 jumps up to $100. Which means you're going to earn $100 every time you personally refer somebody who gets an Executive Success System. As a regional director, it goes to $130. As a national director, $155. As a presidential director, $170. And as an ambassador, you will earn $180 every time you personally refer somebody to an Executive Success System. How cool is it that you're doing the exact same activity, the exact same action, but as you move through the ViSalus career path, we're going to pay you even more. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now, I said we pay out $225, and some of you guys are doing the math, and that only equals $180. That was what we call a first-generation Fast Start bonus. Now, we also have what we call a second-generation Fast Start bonus override. Here's how this works. In addition to the first generation, we also have $15 reserved for the second generation regional director, $10 reserved for the second generation national director, $10 for the second generation presidential, and $10 reserved for the second generation ambassador. So if you add those up, that's $225 that's going to be paid out every time someone enrolls on an Executive Success System. So like I said, your goal is to get as much of it as possible. Let me give you some hypotheticals on how this can work for you. Let's say you're just getting started day one and you're an active associate. You refer somebody to an Executive Success System, you will make $50 paid on Monday. In by Thursday night, paid on Monday. This is why Thursday nights are usually very big, productive nights, because everybody likes getting paid on Monday. Now, when you get promoted to director, you're making $100. So let's say you refer an associate. You make how much? $100 on Monday. You're excited. That's $100 as a director every time you refer an Executive Success System. You can do that every week. You can do a few every week. But here's where this gets fun. Fast Start bonus override. So now let's say that new associate refers somebody else to an Executive Success System. How much would they make? They would make $50 on Monday, but here's the kicker. You will make the difference between what your rank earns and what that rank earns. You're a director, which makes $100. They made $50. The difference, 100 minus 50, is a $50 Fast Start bonus override paid to you on Monday off someone you didn't even know. How cool is that? You want to get to director fast. Same concept. Let's say you're a regional director. You refer a brand new associate to an Executive Success System. As a regional director, how much do you make? You make $130 on Monday. Now, they're an associate. They refer someone who's a brand new associate on an Executive Success System. As an associate, they make $50. You make the difference. 130 minus 50, that equals an $80 Fast Start bonus override that you as a regional director would earn on this hypothetical. I know this gets pretty fun. We'll do it one more time at ambassador. Ambassador, you refer a new associate on an Executive Success System. You make $180 on Monday. That new associate refers somebody else. They make $50. You make the difference. 180 minus 50 would be a $130 Fast Start bonus override paid to you off someone you didn't even know. Higher the rank you achieve, the more Fast Start bonus and overrides you're going to earn. One more hypothetical. Let's illustrate how this can work on a long, massive organization and how these second generations come into play. Let's say in this line of referral you have an ambassador. That ambassador referred a presidential director who also referred a presidential director. They referred a national director who has a regional director, who has a regional director, who has a director, and that director today just enrolled a brand new associate with an executive success system. Let's see just how dynamic this Fast Start bonus can be. That director would make $100 paid on Monday. That regional director above them would make a $30 override off that executive success system. The national director would make a $25 override above that regional director. The first presidential would make a $15 override. And the ambassador, who doesn't even know this person, has never even met this person, is still picking up $10 on Monday on their Fast Start bonus override. Now that was just the first generation. Now the second generation, let's go through this one more time. So if the first generation RD made that 130, the second generation makes the 15. So that was the first regional director. Here's the second regional director. That's a $15 second generation Fast Start bonus override. Here's your first national director. So therefore, this person, a presidential, would be the second national director above. So they would pick up the $10 second generation national director Fast Start bonus override. Here's your first presidential director. They got that 15. Here's your second presidential director. They're picking up $10. And then there is no second generation ambassador in this hypothetical. Now I want you to look at that hypothetical. All of those commissions just got paid out on Monday off one new person enrolling with an executive success system. Now I want you to understand Fast Start bonuses are paid out on the weekly pay cycle, in by Thursday, paid on Monday, and they follow the enroller tree, which means even if you placement sponsor someone underneath somebody in your organization, you are still the enroller on that individual. So it pays very well to enroll new individuals, place them in your group, and those Fast Start bonuses will still jump straight to you following the enroller tree. Take-home message, guys, help your new distributors get started on the executive success systems and move through the ViSalus career path so you can capitalize on these Fast Start bonuses.